Hi everyone, welcome to our tech. So what we have here is the Frigidaire Gallery 3-in-1 portable AC unit. This is model number GHPC142AA1. And in the previous videos, we did an unboxing of this. And in another one, we did the assembly of the window unit as well as the exhaust hose in the back. And in this video, we'll go ahead and go through the control panel as well as the app, and we'll see how everything works together. So without further ado, go ahead and jump into that. Okay, so unfortunately, I can't really bring all the LEDs back up here like we saw when it first powered on. So if I can, I'm gonna try to do a screen capture of it, and then I'll go ahead and tack that onto this video, letting you know what all the little icons are on there. You're gonna have 4 icons on the left-hand side, and in the middle, you had your smart and manual like we saw earlier, and there's gonna be 4 icons on the right-hand side as well. Starting from far right is gonna be a schedule icon, which is gonna look like a calendar. Right next to that is gonna be the timer icon, and then next to that is going to be a dust filter indicator, which basically means your dust filter needs to be cleaned. And then next to the dust filter is going to be a pure air filter indicator, which means your pure air filter needs to be cleaned. And then again, right here in the middle, you're gonna have the manual, smart, and your temperature. And then right next to that, you're gonna have an air indicator, which is gonna look like a triangle with an exclamation point in it. Next to that, so that's gonna be a little Wi-Fi signal, which is your Wi-Fi indicator. And then next to the Wi-Fi indicator, if you have it, it's gonna be the water full indicator. And then on the far left is gonna be the child lock indicator. So those are gonna be the 8 icons plus the display in the middle. So real quick, let's go over the control panel here on the top. So right here, you're gonna have your power button. Next to this is gonna be your smart and manual mode button. Next to that's gonna be your function selection button. And this is going to be your adjust temperature, plus and minus. Here's going to be your fan speed button. This one's gonna be your swing button. And this one right here is gonna be the timer button. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in. That way we can see all the indicator lights on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and power it on. There's the smart, here's the manual. So here's your mode button. You got your cool, dry, and fan modes. Now let's change it. I'm now on dry mode. Now this is on fan mode. Let's go ahead and control the speed of the fan. That's on the lowest. There's the second, and then the fast level. So let's go back to the slowest. Okay, as I mentioned before, this is simply the fan mode now, so it's not trying to cool anything down. Only thing you can really control in the fan mode is the fan speed. That's about it. So here's the dry mode. So the dry mode, this is basically pulling all the water out of the air. You have no real control to do anything. Your buttons are gonna be off, fan, swing, timer, all that is off. All this simply is gonna be doing is just sucking all the moisture out of the air. Go ahead and go to cool. And here you do have control of the fan speeds. That's the lowest, that's second, third, and now we have it set to auto. Let's go ahead and put on the lowest. You do have control of your swing, and this time you do have a control of a timer for how long you want it to run for. Set timer 0.5. That's good enough. All right, so that is now going to be set, and it's set for 80 degrees. And you got your little light here lit up now, which means the timer is on. And you do have control of your temperature, minus and plus. As I said, this is in manual mode. So we'll go ahead and now try the smart mode. So the whole point of the smart mode is that this unit will automatically select the functions and fan speed to operate depending on the room temperature, humidity, and the air quality. And when it's in the smart mode, your temperature cannot be changed, the screen display will turn off, and the fan speed will automatically be set to auto, so you're not going to be able to change it. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So now it's in smart mode. Timer function is still on. All right, there you go. It does take a while for the displays to catch up apparently, but now you can no longer choose between cool, dry, and fan. Can't control the temperatures, can't control the fan speed, and you cannot control the swing. All you got is the timer and the mode and the power button, and that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and power this off. Okay, so when the unit is off, you do actually have an ability to do a delay start instead of it just automatically powering on. So you would hit the timer, and then you're now telling it how long in the future you're going to start it. You can go in half-hour increments like this up to 10 hours. As you can see, it's half an hour at a time. Once you hit 10 hours, at that point, it will only go 1 hour increments up to 24 hours. Now we've hit 10 hours, and now it's going in 1 hour increments. And you can go up to 24 hours of a delay start, and then starts back up to 0 again. So let's set it to half. And at this point, while you are setting the timer, you decide what you want. What you can do, you can choose your fan settings. You can have it set to 1, 2, 3, or auto. You can also set it if you wanted to start on the cool, dry, or fan. And you can also set the mode to be smart mode or manual mode. Once you've done setting all of these up, at which point if you just don't touch it, it will go ahead and save it. If you don't make any changes to this while you're doing the timer, it will basically just take the settings that was used before it was turned off. And there you go. Now it's going to be set to auto start. All right, so you go ahead again, hit the timer button, and once more it's going to be in half-hour increments once, and then it switches over to 1 hour increment. And if you decide you don't want to do the auto shut off, just hit the timer button again and it automatically turns it off. So this unit does have a child lock mode. In order to activate the child lock mode, you would press the power button as well as the select button for 5 seconds. And now it's in child lock mode, and you got a little lock sign here. When it is in child lock mode, nothing works. All it does is it keeps going back to say it's in lock. However, if you're using the app, you can still control this using the app. You just can't use the buttons. And to disable the child lock mode, press the select button and the power button at the same time for 5 seconds. And now the lock symbol is gone. Now, if you want to switch between Fahrenheit and Celsius, you would press the minus and plus buttons at the same time for 3 seconds. And now you've got your Celsius. If you want to change it back to Fahrenheit, press both for 3 seconds. And now you're back to Fahrenheit. Now, if you see this change to a P1, that means that the water tank is full in here and you're going to need to drain it. Now, if you see an A5 come up here or something similar, like an AS or an E2, ES, L3, E4, if you see something like that come up, basically something that's not your temperature or the LC or the P1, that's an error code. At which point, the only thing you can really do is go ahead and power the system off, wait a little bit, power it back on again, and see if the error clears itself out or not. If you get an AS, E2, or ES, that means the temperature sensor failed. If you get an L3, that means the lower fan motor has failed. And if you get an E4, that means the communication between display PCB and the main control PCB is faulty. All of which you're probably gonna have to call support to have them walk you through it, how to fix it, or get something new parts or whatever. Okay, at this point now, let's go ahead and install the app. I've already got it up here. I am using a Google phone, so I've got the Google Play up. Here is the 2 barcode or the 2 QR codes for the App Store as well as the Google Play Store. So as you can see here, it is called Frigidaire by AB Electrolux. So let's go ahead and install it. All right, now let's go ahead and open the app. Okay, it automatically detected my region as the US. Go ahead and click continue. Got your legal information. Go ahead and click OK, click next. Okay, so I don't have an account yet, so let's click continue with email. Okay, at this point, it sent me something to my email. Okay, let's go ahead and click next. I don't want to receive occasional emails. Let's click next. All right, enter your name, click next. All right, at this point, my account is now created. Now let's go ahead and add an appliance. I mean, looking at the screen, I don't know if you really had to create an account, but I'm assuming it saves your information so that when you log back in again, if it's on a new phone or a different phone, you don't have to go through the whole add appliance again. I'm assuming that's what it is. So let's go ahead and click add appliance. We have got an air conditioner portable, which is the second one. Okay, so mine is a GHPC series, even though it's not the same one that's listed. I'll go ahead and collect GHPC one. The app is asking for a different model number than what this one is. So it looks like I'm gonna have to resort to customer support to figure out how to turn on the Wi-Fi on this thing so we can connect it to the app. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video at this point, do a little research, scratch my head a little, and then I'll come back and we'll go from there. Okay, so I had contacted Frigidaire in regards to the missing portable AC unit in the app. I emailed them like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Nobody ever responded. Just as I was about to give them a call to find out what's going on, or at least, you know, find out, hey, why isn't anybody responding to my email? I just happened to look on the app, and in that time, they added it to the app. So I don't know if that was their response to me questioning it, and they talked to the developers, and developers added it, or if it was already in the process, not a clue. All I know is that right now, Frigidaire customer service sucks. Yes, they got it fixing, but nobody ever bothered to contact me and respond and say, it's now fixed, try again, nothing. So now let's go ahead and go through and try to add this portable AC unit to the app. All right, so let's go ahead and click on add appliance. It's portable AC. Now here on the bottom, you see the GHPC1422A1. Click on that. So apparently it needs Bluetooth permissions as well as my Wi-Fi network permission. Let's go ahead and add Bluetooth. Go ahead and add precise location while using the app. Okay, we'll click next. So might need firmware updates. Let's go ahead and allow the update. Appliance is already plugged in. As you can see, the lights are on. Click next. It is searching for the appliance. Okay, now it found it this time. So let's go ahead and add this to my network. It's asking for a pair. Let's go ahead and pair it. It's already got my network in here. Okay, there's my Wi-Fi. Let's go ahead and save the Wi-Fi information. Click next. And it looks like it's doing something because now that's flashing. And on here, it wants me to hit the mode button. So let's press mode. Okay, now it is connecting to it. All right, now we are connected. Let's click next. Name the appliance. We'll just call this portable AC. Save it. Okay, and there it is in the app. Let's see what we can do with it. Go ahead and click on it, shows that it's off. Let's turn it on, and it did power on. It is set to dry mode. Let's set it to fan mode. Okay, so now you can see it does show fan mode here. Let's go back. Fan speed is high. Let's set that to low, and now it just set it to low. Go back. Okay, so it's got air quality data. Since it's the first time it's being run, this is mostly empty. It's saying that the humidity level is 49% in the house, which sounds about right because my central AC unit has a dehumidifier on it and have it set to keep the house at 50% and under. So 49% should be about right. 23 degrees Celsius. So I don't see a way to change Fahrenheit and Celsius on the app. Okay, I went ahead and hit the double 3 buttons up top. It shows you the dust filter status, the advanced filter, which it does not have one. Push notifications, you can do your appliance location. You got your fax here, contact us here. You can remove it from the app from here. You can set your timer from here. Turn off portable AC. You can change your swing right here. You can diffuse it. No swing, swing. Right now it's on no swing. Okay, let's go back. You can enable child lock from here. As you can see, turned LC, so the child lock is now on. Turn off the LC. Okay, let's go and turn off from the app. There you go. Pretty much control everything on here. Let's go ahead and put this back to cool mode instead. Now that it's in cool mode, here is your target temperature. It is still in Celsius though, and I don't see a way to change that. Here you can turn the sleep off, or you can set a sleep mode on it. Okay, and that's where you do the sleep modes. It looks like you can't do sleep mode on here itself, but you can do it through the app. Again, your timer is still here, child lock is still here, so putting in cool mode gives you the target temperature ability. And now, before we only had low, medium, high modes for the fan because it was on fan mode. Now we have auto, quiet, low, medium, high. Let's do quiet. This is the lowest and quietest fan speed. I'm not sure how well you can hear that noise, but the increase in the noise is actually the exhaust. The exhaust fan is a lot louder than the air fan itself, the AC fan. The exhaust is a lot louder. So you push notifications, it is turned on. Something new though, as you can see in the very top left-hand corner, it says portable AC, which is what I named it. It shows 22 degrees Celsius with a target of 30 Celsius. So 22 degrees Celsius is what it sees right now, and 30 is where I'm trying to get it to. So obviously it's not really gonna be blowing anything out since it's already colder than what the set temperature is. Okay, and that looks like that's pretty much it for the app, but it's pretty simple using the app. It looks like you can pretty much do almost everything on the app that you can do at the device, with the exception of changing the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. All right, well, I'm glad to see that Frigidaire did finally add this portable AC unit to their app. Like I said, I'm extremely disappointed in customer service that nobody bothered to respond to me in regards to it. They kind of left that to me to figure out on my own, which I'm glad I opened it up just to check, but at least it's working now, so that is a good thing. All right, well, pretty much it for the setup and testing of this unit. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And in the meantime, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day, and y'all stay safe out there.